Alright, welcome back to Let's Play Aurora 4X, United Unity, and, well, gonna be a short episode. I do need to get out the door in fairly short order, but just enough time to get things going. So, advance time about 4 or 5 months. So our Gravsurvey ship has been completed, and we have begun construction on our new geoservo ship. So, Peaceful Willow. Surveying your location and put on the refueling orders, which you do need to remember if we're especially survey ships. Don't want to get stuck out there. Research wise, there's a couple of techs we're going to wait on before we build military ships. But it should be 7 months maybe. So survey gonna move to lane 6. Start surveying. Okay, just checking here. You can see I've done a lot of the auto mines set up. So. Okay. And these are just markers for later. So we got pretty much everything in the solar system is marked for mining, and already has a mass driver there. Again, this could be considered suboptimal, but just want to keep that micromanagement level down. Garrison units. Okay. Gravsurvey should take about 2 years. So, in the meantime, we're just kind of mostly focusing on tech at this point. Okay, 6 is done. Now, if you want to clear up, okay, so this survey point 6 has been done. So if you want to clear that up, you go to display and hide surveyed survey locations. So click that, and that little dot disappears. Again, you want to clear up your display whenever you can. Just remember how you have your settings. That's done. That's done. How quickly can we? Extra slipway is 2 years. Is that worthwhile? We're gonna need it anyway. We'll have a design done by then, so I'm not gonna bother. We're gonna add 1,000 tons there, and probably 100,000 there. Mineral's starting to look a little low on Earth, but we'll deal with that when we can. So got those 100. So. Okay, sure. Has not been sent. Then has been Gravsurveyed. Okay. Okay, China Rose is done. We have another mass driver. We automated Swift Huddle. Just a good spread there. Definitely worth setting up down on. Swift. Nope, we got something. New jump point. So that's the first bridge to the next system. It's just outside of Saturn's orbit. So it's not dangerous, not danger close. Okay, just well, I think that's an asteroid. Good deposit though, and it's last on our list. So go ahead and do that. Or okay, so all of our good mining sites been set up. Callisto, I got marked just as it's little tiny uranium deposits. Mercury as that. Potassium. Probably, you know what? I'm just going to go ahead and abandon Mercury. Clean up the list a little. Callisto will keep marked just in case I want to grab that. Not worth dumping some auto mines on. As you can see, over 1 billion snowflakes on Earth, 42 million on Luna, 5.8 on Mars. Just under. Okay, so we got some space on Io. So China Rose, and just grab one construction facility, 2 auto mines, and 20 infrastructure. Set to 0 for. You can either manually put in the 20, or you can just put maximum, and you fuel the infrastructure first. It'll fill the rest of the ship with infrastructure. So that's generally how I do it. But you can manually put it in. Go to IO and unload all installations. And just that. So you're hauling a lot of stuff in one go. This is why I like having one large ship instead of a bunch of small ones. Okay. Grab sensors. 18 is so. We're gonna have the survey ship just kind of sitting there for a while until we get our. Might have overdone the design on these ships, but okay. Inactive lab. We'll put that straight to reactors. Can be very Next decision is, do we wait for the reactor attack? Oh, it's... We have 10 auto mines. We're going to grab... that twice, so moving 10 to Venus. Two jump points found. One's inside the Jupiter's orbit. I would consider that danger close. Okay, and asteroid, how close is this to? Okay. Holding shift, clicking on the point where you want to draw from, and there you get a distance of 89 million. So that's about decent anti-ship missile range. So what you can do, we can mark a colony on that asteroid, and we could in theory build up a little, like a kind of like a fortress, because the asteroids, if you don't have your asteroids orbital on like that, it'll stay static to the system. So we have planets moving, we don't have the asteroids moving, which is normally how you should play the game, unless you have an absolute beast of a computer. So I'm just gonna mark that for later, just in case we need it. I don't think we will, but it's a thought, and you kind of want to get ahead of the curve. The advantage of having no jump point close to the star is that it's really speeds up your cargo transfer in that. So. But it's an economic advantage and a military disadvantage. It's a military disadvantage because any threat that comes up will be right into your system. So, okay, almost. Okay. So what we're gonna do, first we're gonna do a base, this is for the gunships. I'm just doing a fairly basic setup here. Size 2, which is gonna be a military sensor. 6,000 tons. That just as you make the resolution bigger, you can see further, but you can't see smaller ships as well. So, like fighters and that would be get right inside, but this is just like a very basic gunship sensor. One 2058. Again, always put the year of the sensor, because you are going to design a lot of sensors over the course of the game, and your ship design screen is going to get very cluttered if you don't watch out for that. And I'm going to only use 5 guys for this. And anything else we know we're going to need? 4. I'm going to start to queue that up. I'm not going to use it for this design, but... Okay, we need to get the reactor tech up. 15, but later 2 the railguns. We don't have a defensive guy yet. We don't need one this early. Anything else that would be useful? No. Just want to rush that reactor, get that capacitor, go from there. Now we do a 30-day turn right there because there's nothing going on. exhausted. Okay, okay, that's the next turn. Okay, frigates, search. Okay, that's done. Just gonna do a random tech here. We're gonna want gas cannons at some point. We don't need it now. So, because we're waiting for a different tech, I'm gonna take that down to 2. 1 into mining. We should want to rush. Actually, probably want to rush that. So everything else. So we're waiting for the reactor tech. Great capacitor. We'll design engines. So I didn't time it perfectly, but it is what it is. We got 10 auto mines sitting there. Just gonna go and put them for the civilians. Get them doing something. Okay. 6 the Wolf. And 4 to Sharon. Our jump point found. And we see we're hitting a uranium shortage. Let's go and see what we can do about that. Those are both useful things. I'm going to leave that. Okay, so we're starting to get a bit of a... I'm going to look around. I'm going to see if we want something that's straight uranium right now. Your pure uranium, I'm going to direct you straight to Earth. Won't make a big difference, but that counts. Got those 5 auto mines sitting on Earth. Go ahead and demand them. Go restructure as we need to. Ethan is done. And if you're really reckless, we could explore right now. But without a military, it's kind of risky. And I'm on episode 10 of a Let's Play, so if I explore now, we're into an alien system, and there's I have no military. I kind of look like a dork, so I'm not going to do this. So And also, one thing I forgot to mention: Gravsurvey our Gravsurvey ship is a military ship. Does require maintenance capacity, so that's why maintenance facility I have 7,000. Ship was about just over 5.5, so you do need to have those done by the time you get your Gravsurvey ship done. You know what else would make a lot of sense right now? Probably want to get some maintenance supplies. Don't need that many early on because we only have one ship. But let's go ahead and get 5,000 now, so we don't have to worry about it later. Start with 2,000 supplies. Those do get used up over the course of the game. So, okay, anything else that's coming? Sure, there's a bit more theory. This is just like I got gradient overbuilt. That's all. Not a we smash drivers. Okay. I'm gonna move a mine to Ganymede. We found 4 of the jump points already. It's good to know. Uranium destruction. Yeah. Not too worried. As long as we're getting the auto mines built, we're getting ahead of the curve. Okay, and speaking of which, we have 6 more done. Go ahead and supply 6. One has uranium. Go ahead and do that. Improve command and control, which could be going to be very useful. Let's be able to sector control system, which definitely does help. I think once you have multiple systems, it really does help. It does give a small bonus in Saul. It just was one system, though. I'm going to start working on quality cost construction. This lowers the colony cost of everything on your colonies. For example, like 5.7. This will take us down to about 5.6, and it does help a lot of your domed colonies out. So we got the tech does go up. It does go up and does get a lot more expensive as the game goes on. But getting 1 or 2 is definitely a big help. Construction, okay. Couple of techs. I'm gonna have to call it an episode here, so I'll see you guys around. Groove on, groovy space people. Wolf person out.